Welcome to another Business Spotlight, where we share insights, reflections, and pearls of wisdom from local business owners. My name is Kerry James. I'm a business coach and facilitator. And this morning, I'm welcoming to Business Spotlight owner of Telstar Mobile Media, Mr. Brian Fullerton. Good morning to you. How are you, Brian? Great to have you on.
Kerry, I'm fine. And you?
Yeah, very well. Let's get stuck straight in, if we may, please. Telstar Mobile Media.
Yeah.
A little bit of background, please. How long have you been in business and what do you specialize in, please, Brian?
We've been in business arguably for 15 years, and we specialize in communications. What our technical team have done is built a platform that has the ability to get to Mr. Kerry James Mobile, opted in and permission-based, and give him a service that he's looking to purchase or is interested in. We refuse to do spam. We use a different type of SMS and MMS methodology to do it. We can get to landlines. I would advise clients, do not go to landlines. Landlines are too personal. Yeah, I don't like communicating to landlines. So we, 95% of the time, will go to mobiles, opted in and permission-based to repeat. Yeah.
So what might be a typical scenario in which that setup works then, Brian?
It could be, let's take a charity, for instance. The objective of the charity, like the British Red Cross, who were a client, is to generate revenue, to generate more volunteers for them, to capture data for them, outbound to that data, and input that into the Red Cross direct. So if you look at the schematic that we operate, we go out to your mobile phone and we give you prompts, calls to action, visit the website, call us now, and different other things. Everything's there. It's an active platform that you can play about with. Yeah. And the objective is to generate business for the clients, generate interest, better engagement, if you like, with their current audience, and build them a comms platform second to none. You could say that it's a media offering, rivaling or competing with TV, press, radio, cinema, and outdoor. We can promise better results.
And how would if I'm thinking of it, comparing it to email campaigns, for example, Brian, yeah, in terms of the engagement or the click-through rates, how might that kind of compare or differ to the other options, many options that are out there these days?
When I look at my emails of late, and strange enough, in the last 12 months, I'm getting more spam than I ever did. It's dreadful. And emails as part of a media mix is fine to inform people if they're already a client. I'm not a great fan of email campaigns per se. If they're targeted properly, they can work fine. They're good. The mobile platform that we use will generate 10, 15 times more traffic and generate more interest than an email campaign. I ask your potential audience out there, do they like email? I think arguably most would say, no, it's spam. Yeah. Okay.
So you gave us a charity example. What other scenarios might be relevant to this platform then, Brian?
It might be an insurance company that wants to get more business. Their first objective is to talk to their existing customers to make sure that they rebook their car insurance, their home insurance, their life insurance, their financial background, and utilizing and capturing data. We will then, phase 2, generate new business for them. So consolidate your existing business, generate new business. Better engagement with your customer base is what we advocate and what we preach. Yeah. And if you don't put your arm around your customer, yeah, they'll go somewhere else. So that's part of our mantra. Put your arm around them, give them the information they need, and they'll stay with you. Loyalty. Yeah. So that's some of the advocacies that we've got. Yeah.
And how would you characterize an ideal customer then? You've mentioned, I guess, what I've understood to be relatively large organizations. Quite a lot of the viewers of Business Spotlights tend to be more from SMEs. Are there situations within SMEs that lend themselves to to this type of service?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're corporate, if you're an SME, if you're a small business person out there, it doesn't matter. And what we would do, let's take the smaller business, the SME out there, we'd find out what current data they've got. Yeah, do they have current data? Let's utilize that. We will put that in to a platform for them so that they can utilize it. I hasten to add that once we've built that platform, we pass it over to the client to utilize. They know when best to send out a message. They know the optimum time to do it. So we can give them access to their own platform. So that they own the platform, if you like. They're renting it from us. But
and how would this integrate with broader CRM systems then, Brian?
It'll integrate easily with them. All they need to do is, if we talk to IT people, used to be the bane of my life. Yeah, I remember doing an interview with, and it doesn't matter, Dartford Council, and the chief exec. Ultimately, he and I got on terrifically well. Why? Because we built a successful platform for him. But he had me standing up in front of this audience of senior commercials, and we were talking to the guy, and the IT specialist suddenly was becoming very boring and turned around and said, "We've got that, Mr. Chief Exec." I can't use bad language in this video, but you can imagine what that chief exec said to him. He and I became great business pals after that. So the IT people, bane of my life, but I like talking to them because simply just do it. Here's the platform. You tell me what's wrong with it, please. It works.
Who would you consider?
It'll integrate perfectly. Sorry, yeah, it'll fit perfectly in with your CRM system. It won't cause any problems. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So who would you consider to be your competitors then, Brian?
It's a difficult one, bearing in mind there's a lot of good technology companies out there, like bigger than us, who have smashing product, smashing platforms. They work. They get out there. They can be overcomplicated and, dare I say, extremely expensive. We build what we need for our clients to give them maximum penetration out there. But our focus is on marketing. You can have the best technology in the world, don't take it to the market, you've got nothing. Yeah. So our focus is on generating results and responses using the great technology that we've got. So our technology, as good as. Our marketing skills, better than, because these technology companies are, guess what, focused on technology. They sometimes don't think, and that's many years of my media and advertising experience coming to the fore. Yeah, you're neglecting the end. You've got to generate business, Mr. Technology Company. They don't see that, the majority of them. So that's a little benefit that we've got. Focus on the client. Focus on delivering results. Yeah.
So Brian, we're approaching the middle of 2023. Clearly, it's been an interesting and turbulent 3 years or so with lockdown and interest rates and inflation rates, all within the context, of course, with a huge digital revolution as well. Yeah. How have all these environmental factors affected your industry and your business, would you say?
Probably enhanced it. In essence, if I was pitching for a piece of new business, or I've got an existing client, I don't need to go and see them now. They'll be very disappointed not seeing my face. Of course they will, face to face, but I can do it on a Zoom meeting. I can do it by phone. They've got access to the platform. With respect, when we build a platform and a marketing platform for clients, they rarely come back to us. They'll come back and saying, we need a little bit more work on that. Can you help, please? And that's it. Our day-to-day engagement with clients is absolutely minimal. Build them the platform, give them what they want, generate the results, and they're happy. They're happy. Not complacent, I hasten to add. We don't do that, but that's what the clients, we give them, we fulfill their objectives. Yeah.
What would you say today then, Brian?
COVID has been quite good. Sorry, Kerry. The lockdown has been quite good in many respects in that we can do it long distance. Yeah. I don't need to be going to London 3 times a month. I don't need to be traveling up to Scotland, yeah, to do them. And so it's been beneficial to us. The downside is that when lockdown came, we were just buying new offices. We didn't do that. And that to me is very important, to work with our staff, because they're my thinking platform. Yeah. So our next objective is to get good offices fairly local to where I live. Unfortunately, my technical people are in all parts of the UK. Yeah. So trying to pull them all together in one base is a problem, but it's not a problem.
Okay.
Got confidence. So the digital revolution has been good for us in terms of the offering that we've got, and we're happy to show people it, any potential clients out there, they can have a look at.
So Brian, you mentioned that
excuse me,
having a remote team and operating as a great team is a challenge when they're not all in the same office. So what are they, would you say, would be the key challenges to your business today?
Probably key challenges that aren't as many as one might imagine. The key challenges are geography. You've just mentioned my techie teams are all points south of us, yeah, Derbyshire, well, Newcastle's north, but they're spread. But we can get together on meetings. They know what to expect from us, and they deliver. So it's not a great problem. The challenges are, I'd like to have them together in an office with that whiteboard up there and throw ideas up on it, because that's how we built the platform in the first instance. Yeah, just generating ideas. A technical team came to see me, working for a competitor, working for a client of mine, I hasten to add, and asked if I was interested in mobile telephony, mobile comms. That's how it started. Yeah. Okay. So that's a real challenge, but it's not a great challenge. The challenge is legs on the ground to build the business bigger at the moment. That's the biggest challenge.
Okay, and what about moving towards the future then, Brian? What aspirations have you got for Telstar Mobile Media, and where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
We've got different target markets out there. We've got debt recovery, which is a very successful operation for us. We've got the public sector, we've got advertising and marketing agencies. We've got other elements of the business. We've got a charity side of the business. I can come to the charity side another day. And what I want to do is break those companies down into individual elements, because somebody like Capita out there, who are a public sector company as such, they won't want to know about charity or retail or debt recovery. So we'll break the companies down, and that's what we'll be doing over the next 5 years with partners. Yeah. So we'll have four stroke 5 independent companies. Yeah. So that's the 5-year plan, if you like.
Okay.
Yeah? Right.
So we started this discussion with you saying you've been building the company up for 15 years or so.
Yeah.
If you were to reflect on the key lessons, and if you were to maybe share some pearls of wisdom with young business owners that are starting today, Brian, what might be top of your list, do you think?
Get a good team around you. Work with your team. Give part of your company away. Don't keep it all. What's the point of having 100% of nothing? And that's the key issues. I'm fortunate in that my technical people, and I'm slightly technophobic, curiously enough, strangely enough, owning a tech company, but it's a marketing company, and that would be the key issues, supporting the people that are working for us. They're key to the whole business. So that's that blended with my structures to win new clients and structure the companies. That's my role in life. And the challenge to me is bringing partners in, or people in, to work with me to make that vision come to reality. And if somebody looks at the public sector and the case studies, and that, they'll realize, and I'm happy that anybody talks to somebody else to say, well, is this a concept? Does it really work? So that's the challenge for the next 5 years, to get partners on board to work with me to make it that proper offering. And that's going back 15 years. That's been missing partners, particularly on the marketing and business side.
So what sort of partners are you looking for, Brian? And as a kind of final question, any offers or information or invitations that you'd like, or next steps you would suggest if any partners or potential clients are interested in talking to you?
I'm happy. If you were to show somebody this video, would they understand our offering? Have I communicated it properly? My theory is, have a look at it, play with the product, because in your own mind you will see, well, wait a minute, if this product can do that, it can do that, because the partners I'm looking for will be from different environments. They should have a bit of a marketing brain, a bit of a sales brain, but more a business visionary, a bit better than mine. And they will see the opportunities that exist. So our offering is, take the platform, play with it, look at the case studies, and when you're doing and when you're looking at the platform, you'll see the opportunities there, because your business will be different from mine, and you see different elements of what we've got, that can translate to either your client base or to another market out there, So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for people that thinkers and doers. That's what we're looking for.
Very good. All right then, Brian. Well, it's been a real pleasure. I particularly like your reflections on building the team, and having 100% of nothing is pretty pointless. So so think about the financial structuring of the business. So it's been great. Brian, thanks ever so much for your time and your input, and all the very best. We'll put those links with the video, and all the very best with Telstar Mobile Media.
Lovely. Kerry, thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.